What is going on, everyone? Nick from Comic Culture here. Happy new comic book day. We're going to see what books I picked up this week coming up next. Welcome back. So big shout out to Cadets, Toys, and Comics for putting together the poll list and everything. Links will be down below in the description. Make sure to check those guys out. They have a website and they're going to be doing some eBay stuff very soon. So make sure to check them out. But let's get into the books I picked up this week. Starting over in Marvel, just got a facsimile this week. I'll probably go back and get some other stuff, but I have the ASM 122 facsimile to start with right here. Just kind of stacking all these facsimiles. Maybe one day I'll make a cool little display. Who knows? But going over to DC, we have a couple different books. Harley Quinn number 31, got that Jenny Frison cover, not actually reading it. I do some pulse checks, some spot checks every once in a while, but the story so far hasn't really engaged me yet, so I'm just kind of cover grabbing for the moment, and if it's any good, I got the covers, so I'll go back and read them. Going over to Detective Comics, we have 1073 Ram V's on this one. Really intriguing story. It's definitely building to its big climactic ending. Cannot wait to get inside of here and see what is going on. Amazing artwork, very atmospheric. You can like hear music when you read this book. Very, very cool execution. Make sure you're reading Detective Comics. If you're not, it's well worth it. Then jumping over to the indie scene, we have a bunch of different Turtle books, which is really weird. We have The Last Ronin Lost Years. What issue is this? Issue number 4. From IDW. Got that Kevin Eastman variant because it's a little bit of a wraparound, very nostalgic feel to it. And so, yeah, we've been digging Last Ronin so far, so be sure to check that one out. Then I double dipped on Usagi Yojimbo and TMNT. Got the cover A from Stan Sakai, which is a full wraparound cover. Loving that one. And then I got the Eastman variant as well. So Eastman's doing a lot of work lately on Last Ronin and over here on this collaboration project, so doing a lot of different covers, and he's doing some covers on the TMNT proper series as well. So dude's putting in some work. Very much appreciated because it's a really fun book and I'm loving that. And then my last Turtle book I got this week was Saturday Morning Adventures TMNT issue number 2. Went ahead and got the April cover because why wouldn't you? And again, if you've been into the animated series, things like that, if you have younger kids, I think they'll be fine reading this book. Very cool, playful humor, really colorful, things like that. So I think they will dig this kind of a book. So if you have some young kids, want to get into Turtles, get them Saturday Morning Adventures right there. Going over to Image Comics, we have Donny Cates and Ryan Stegman on Vanish issue number 8. I was flipping through and I saw the credits on here. It looks like Stegman is on the story and breakdowns for some of the pages and some of the inks and pencils, things like that. And then Donnie's obviously credited for the story. But we have some other people in here too, stepping up, filling in the gap. And on the art side, at least, very interesting run. Is this the end of the first arc? I don't even know at this point. I think it is, based on what I've seen towards the end of the book. But overall, I need to sit back down and reread this whole thing because I don't really remember all the people and the places and the relationships and all this stuff. There's a lot of things going on in this book, a lot of emotion. Everyone's pissed off at everybody. I need to go back and just kind of reread everything in one sitting and see if it just like makes sense. But I'll get into it this week and see what my thoughts are on Saturday for Nick at Night. Continuing with Image, we have World Tree issue number 3. I had a really cool unboxing for issue number 1, the error print. Be sure to check that out. I'll try to link it in the card at the end of this video. We have issue number 3 coming out now. Can't wait to see what's going on there. My most anticipated book of the week, though, is Indigo Children issue number 4. So we finally got that in our hands. So I cannot wait to see what happens to this team, how they're going to keep building it, the different rivalries that are spinning out of all that. So looking forward to that. Definitely check out Indigo Children if you haven't yet. And then issue number 2 of Monomyth is out from Mad Cave Studios. Issue number 1 was a pleasant surprise. It was kind of a gamble. I jumped in. I really enjoyed what I read. We got issue number 2. Looking forward to this one as well. Then we have James Tynion IV over on Dark Horse Comics coming out with Christopher Chance issue number 1. Got this interesting wraparound cover. It's almost like a cardstock, glossy, kind of a weird thing. I wonder, I don't have any other Dark Horse books, but it has a different quality page for the cover. Interesting to see that. But we're going to jump in here. James Tynion on a Dark Horse book. Sure, we'll check it out. It's probably going to be moody, atmospheric. It's probably going to feel like his other stuff, but we're going to try it out, see what's going on. Then the last book we got this week, another highly anticipated book for me, Ed Piskor's Red Room Crypto Killers issue number 2, gruesome, barbaric, gory, kind of a mind trip. It's very, very interesting, self-contained stories. This is the 3rd volume, so you can jump into this issue if you haven't read the other stuff and you'll be just fine. This is a whole other area of comics that I didn't really know existed until I jumped in, started exploring some indie books. This is definitely for mature readers, not for the faint of heart, so you've been warned. There you go. But guys, that's everything I picked up this week. Let me know down below in the comments what you have and what your most anticipated books of the week are. But as always, thank you very much for watching. Like, subscribe, share, hit that bell notification to be alerted when I put out a new video. I'll see you Saturday night for Nick at Night.